The friend in my adversity I shall always cherish most. I can better trust those who help to relieve the gloom of my dark hours than those who are so ready to enjoy with me the sunshine of my prosperity. My failures have been errors in judgment, not of intent. I have never advocated war except as a means of peace. Hold fast to the Bible. To the influence of this book we are indebted for all the progress made in true civilization, and to this we must look as our guide in the future. Everyone has his superstitions. One of mine has always been, when I started to go anywhere, or to do anything, never to turn back or to stop until the thing intended was accomplished. Labor disgraces no man. Unfortunately, you occasionally find men who disgrace labor, leave the matter of religion to the family altar, the church, and the private school, supported entirely by private contributions. Keep the church and state forever separate. I know no method to secure the repeal of bad or obnoxious laws so effective as their stringent execution. There never was a time when, in my opinion, some way could not be found to prevent the drawing of the sword. I have made it a rule of my life to trust a man long after other people gave him up, but I don't see how I can ever trust any human being again. Nations, like individuals, are punished for their transgressions. Declare church and state forever separate and distinct, but each free within their proper spheres, and that all church property shall bear its own proportion of taxation. I propose to fight it out on this line if it takes all summer. I know only two tunes, one of them is Yankee Doodle, and the other isn't. The art of a war is simple enough. Find out where your enemy is. Get at him as soon as you can. Strike him as hard as you can, and keep moving on. In every battle there comes a time when both sides consider themselves beaten, then he who continues the attack wins. I would suggest the taxation of all property equally, whether church or corporation, exempting only the last resting place of the dead and possibly, with proper restrictions, church edifices. I appreciate the fact, and I'm proud of it, that the attentions I am receiving are intended more for our country than for me personally. If men make war in slavish obedience to rules, they will fail. I propose to fight it out on this line if it takes all summer. I know only two tunes, one of them is Yankee Doodle, and the other isn't. The art of a war is simple enough. Find out where your enemy is. Get at him as soon as you can. Strike him as hard as you can, and keep moving on. Let us have peace. It was my fortune, or misfortune, to be called to the office of chief executive without any previous political training. I suffer the mortification of seeing myself attacked right and left by people at home professing patriotism and love of country who never heard the whistle of a hostile bullet. I pity them and the nation dependent on such for its existence. I am thankful, however, that, though such people make a great noise, the masses are not like them. I have nothing to do with opinions. I deal only with armed rebellion and its aiders and abettors. If you see the president, tell him from me that whatever happens there will be no turning back. I appreciate the fact, and I'm proud of it, that the attentions I am receiving are intended more for our country than for me personally. Thanks for watching this video. For more updates subscribe to channel.